Hi, Shirley here, and I've been getting a call to do a chart analysis, the channeled chart analysis. So, for those of you who do not know me, I'm an astrologer, an intuitive reader, and a holistic health practitioner. I'm a certified aromatherapist, but I cannot give you any medical advice if you're not living in my country, which is Israel. I do readings. That's $300 for a 90-minute read and $150 for a 30 minutes reading. The 30 minutes is a very concise one. I receive Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I'm very open to hear about new ways of transaction or making money or transferring money. And why am I coughing? Drink water. My guys, thank you. So, the reason I've been called to do an Elon Musk Natal chart review is this is about the single most hated person on the planet of spiritual people in the last couple of years, and for no reason. Sorry to say that, for no reason. And that's exactly the message I'm receiving from my guides. And I'm going to explain and plane out my argument as it was channeled to me, and I was looking at this chart and the places where the person took that. And yeah, that's my hair for today. And I'll have to make the best of it. So without further ado, I will invite you, I remember. What? No, now, to subscribe to my channel, like, share, and comment if you like it. If you want to leave hate comments on Elon Musk, I will just delete them, but free country. I'm also on Odyssey, channeling things, and I might post this video on Odyssey as well. I will. And anything more, Shirley Youngblood on Instagram, Tali Share on Twitter, Shirley Tali Youngblood on Facebook, and Channeling Science on Rumble and Odyssey. Without further ado, first argument why Elon Musk is not the devil you think he is. Hi! Okay, number one. His ascendant is on the 29th degree of Gemini. And the Gemini part is less the issue, not because it's not important. I want to talk about the 29th degree. So for those of you who do not know degree theory, the 29th is the anoretic degree. And it sounds like a name of a disease, but it's not. Anoretic degree is basically about being precise and predictive, and the ability to see the future, to look into the future, to see what's needed, and if in many cases also to serve that. So this is a person who could have premonitions, which is dreaming of the future, and might not be validated for that, but this is a person who receives what the future needs. So this is a great position for inventors, for investors, presidents. We had a president with I think it was the ascendant on the 29th degree, but we're not going to talk about that now. In this case, the anoretic degree plays a great role in having Elon Musk being attuned to the future needs of society and taking society there. What's Tesla? Okay, this is taking society through the bumps in the road of developing the technology that's needed. Not the gas-based transportation, but actually sun-based transportation or electricity-based, which will also be sun-based, if not already is. Or I don't remember everything about Tesla, please pardon me. I'm an astrologer. But that's one thing. And the second thing, Mercury in Cancer on the 13th degree. That's the second argument why Elon Musk is not the devil that you think that he is. The 13th degree, I have my moon there, is the degree of the planet, the asteroid Sirius. And Sirius is a fixed star. Sirius is also a conglomerate of entities, of consciousnesses that was very diverse and very tolerant of each other. So many people, for many souls, including mine, who may have had lives on Sirius, may incarnate with planets or significant positions in the chart to do with the 13th degree Cancer, which is the degree of Sirius. It's a very fortunate placement. It's a very diverse placement. It acknowledges diversity. This is a placement that does not yield its power over, but rather competes more fairly and endorses that which they think is valuable. Is that correct? Yes, that is correct. Now, the thing with the 13th degree is that this is an Aries degree. It's a very entrepreneurial degree. And when I say Aries, I mean the degree theory of Nicolas Stojanovic. Rest in peace. So that is a very entrepreneurial degree. It's a degree of someone who is not afraid to speak their minds. And remember, Tesla has Mercury there. Mercury is also expression, communication. So this is a person who will not be afraid to speak their mind. They might not do so extremely publicly, but they will do so in private, on one-on-one. And especially in Cancer. Cancer does support more one-on-one communication. And this is also a person who is he's very attuned to the masses with the ascendant in Gemini. But he's also not, how do you say that? Like, is there a PC word for attention whore? He's not an attention whore. I don't have words because I'm channeling the certain consciousnesses that, never mind, that's an excuse or not. And so having Mercury in the 13th degree is literally around serving diverse population. How does he do it? The ascendant is in Gemini, and that's to do with technology. Now, I'm not going to delve even more into the chart. I do want to talk about AI first. So, with AI, there is a premise that developing AI is detaching from spirit. But what people might not take into consideration is that some of these people who are so busy in matter actually channel the spirit of matter. Let's say if you want to have abundance in your life and let's say you want money, talk to money. I want Ethereum, I'm speaking with Ethereum I need to do that. I need to do that. You're going to receive messages from that which you want in your life. And, it's up to you to see if that is a good thing or not a good thing, if it's benefic or not. And in what way is it benefic for you? So the trial and error process does not indicate that something is corrupt spiritually. And this is something that I've received and I'm receiving right now. Because I didn't know that myself. I was like, isn't going to AI kind of like detaching from spirit? And then I was receiving from my guides, no. No, it's a matter of spirit, a spirit of matter. So that's for the AI. And then the next best thing is like, oh, this person is so obsessive about Mars, and Mars is everything, it's toxic masculinity. Mars is not malefic. Mars wants you to know it is not malefic. Mars is an energy. If you work correctly with that energy, if you channel that energy, if you ask for help, for example, from Mars, to channel that energy, it will be put to good use. It's a very potent energy. It can do a lot, but the point is to put it to good use. And connecting with Mars is not necessarily a bad thing in itself. Now, what else wants to come? I'm receiving, and I have zero like cognitive education about that, so this is purely channeling. I'm receiving. Wait. I'm receiving that the way Musk goes about traveling to Mars or channeling Mars has a bit of a mistake. And what he needs to do, he says connected with it physically. How do you mean physically? Connect physically with the planet, like fly there himself? Yes, he needs to fly there himself and be physically on the planet. What else? He needs to listen to the voices that guide him, to reach out for people in position to help. Okay. So he needs to listen to these voices. They say he finds it difficult to believe that there are people who actually care. I don't know about what. Just that he knows. Okay. And that the spiritual community needs to accommodate for the possibility that people that they have considered devils are actually not devils in disguise as they paint them to be, but are seeing things differently and maybe are in certain paths in their spiritual development or intuitive development that is initial. And they can try to interpret it logically from, cognitively. For example, ascendant in I said Pisces. I have ascendant in Pisces. Ascendant in Gemini can try to be more logical. It's an air sign, but also Mercury in Cancer. Mercury in Cancer can try to escape from emotionalism into rationalism, and so the intuition can be in the beginning at least kind of blocked because it's a new skill, and it takes a lot of practice to develop this new skill. But those people are very skilled. And what they need is actually support and not to put them aside or to push them aside or to see them devils that, will get anyone to get their way. It's not, some people are like that, but it's not necessarily the truth. And I'm getting this is not the case with Elon Musk. So what's needed is actually acknowledgement that there is a process to intuition development, that our logical mind wants to snatch to snatch the boat and kind of drive it into a safe place because it seems adventurous, it seems fascinating, but it doesn't feel so safe in the beginning to develop your intuition. It's a completely new methodology for what people talk about, and people need more help and remediation and less bullying from the spiritual community. And I won't say no names because that's a human thing to be afraid. That's a human thing to be afraid of people who are in a high position of power and question how they got there. It's a healthy thing to question how somebody got there, but aren't we developing intuition for a reason? And yeah, what else wants to come through? There is no problem with naming things that are going wrong. But also there is no problem with naming things that are going right, and there is no problem with naming a process and with expressing criticism that is constructive. Because these people, I'm getting these people, like Musk and like people that will be revealed along the way, and I will keep continuing doing these videos about those people, are very open to criticism. These people do nothing but hearing criticism all day, every day, because they keep wanting to improve upon something. And these are not people we should be putting outside of society or debunking from the spiritual society, or thinking that they shouldn't be at the power position that they're at. It's not about their power position. It's about the lack of equal power distribution among society. And and what we can do is, empower ourselves and not try to put people down because they have found a way and they have worked, the 20 hours a day, and they have developed the skill, and they are thinking about how to make it easier for the rest of the people. Not all of them, but definitely I'm getting that in this particular case, in Elon Musk's case, and in many cases that I will portray here on this channel, there are people to work with that are open to hear criticism, that are open for remediation, that only want to know how to make the next best thing manifest. Because you can have an insight into the future, but when you try to download that image and bring it into form, there's a lot of trial and error on the way. And anybody who's ever did technology, they know that. They know that there's a lot of trial and error on the way. Also for me, when I started channeling, there was a lot of, learning the tool, learning, what is channeling for me? Is it expansion and contraction? Is it temperature? Is it backward and forward movement? Which one it is? So for Musk, I'm getting backward and forward movement. Temperature. The temperature has to be a bit warm, like warmth. To pay attention to warmth, not too hot, but not too cold. And the mudra that I'm getting is this one. And this brings you back to the body, out of the mind. Brings you back to the body, downloads things, it embodies knowledge. This is also a mudra that I work with a lot. It's very calming. And that helps to embody knowledge. Anything more? So, if you're watching this, subscribe to my channel, like, share, comment down below which people you thought are the devil. And what is your channeled message about them? Channel a message about the person that you may think they're like the devil, and write down the message you channeled below, and write down the method you used for channeling. What do you pay attention to when you channel? So is it expansion, contraction? Is it temperature? Is it backward, forward movement? How do you make sure that you channel? What else do you do to clean the energy around you in the room or inside you when you channel? So we can have a knowledge about more and more people that we didn't think are in the spirit realm, or in the matter of spirit realm, in matter form, and grow our community in ways that we did not expect before. So invite them. I did invite them to Odyssey. I'm on Odyssey, so I'm inviting you to subscribe to my channel on Odyssey. And if you are watching this on Odyssey, I invite you to subscribe to my channel on YouTube as well. And let's grow a community there. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter. This is Tali Share on Instagram, on Twitter, and Shirley Youngblood on Instagram. They say you should make a mistake and let them correct you one day. Okay, I should. Anything more? Ask for criticism. Ask for constructive criticism. Oh my gosh, this is a scary one, but for a particular reason. Okay. Ask for constructive criticism. As to your what? Hair? But it's there. It's not what? Anyway, bye-bye.